Hello, my loves. I'm Ashley Michelle of Starseed Shadows, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am back on YouTube. I am looking to create a video a week for you all. I'm so excited. If you're new to my channel, welcome home. All my links are down below. I have a podcast called The Goddess Complex. A lot of fun. Talk all things witchy, star seeds, all sorts of stuff. I specialize in shadow work, tarot, and astrology. And today we are doing a pick a card reading for Scorpio season. So whenever you're ready, take a breath, choose a pile, and dig in. And before you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this baby. I'll see you inside. Pile 1. As always, the link to the cards will be inside of the show notes. Pile 2. And pile 3. Pile 1 with fluorite. Pile 2 with aura quartz. And pile 3 with amethyst. Hello, my loves, and welcome to your Scorpio season pick a card reading. So if you're here, that means that you chose pile 1. So let's see what we got. Okay, darling, so the first card that we get for you is the 8 of Cups coming in upside down. So the 8 of Cups coming in upside down, the Wheel of Fortune coming in upside down. I want you to really consider time during Scorpio season. What do I mean when I say that? Our 8 of Cups is very much about taking what you want and leaving the rest. It's about understanding and knowing, okay, I've received all my lessons that I've learned in this part of my life. Now it's time for me to move forward. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. I'm going to leave these lessons for somebody else and only take a certain amount of lessons to go with me. The card is coming in upside down next to the Wheel of Fortune. Our card around time, Father Time, if you will. You're moving too quickly, says Spirit. You're moving too quickly through things. Your time is not done in this specific lesson that you are currently learning. What is it around? Is it around faith? Is it around timing? Is it around building your business? Is it around consistency? Is it around discipline, right? Is it around your spiritual practice? You aren't done yet. You're putting the cart before the horse. You need more time to hunker down. Our Queen of Cups comes in right after that for you, my love. Our Queen of Cups, the most intuitive out of all the queens. She knows when it's time to move. She knows when it's time to sit. She's in tune with her emotions. She's in tune with her empathy. She's in tune with her nature. She's kind to herself. How can you embody the Queen of Cups? Somebody who knows when it's time to be kind to themselves. What's specifically coming through right now is this energy around wanting to keep up with the Joneses. This energy around wanting to keep up with everybody else and do everything everybody else is doing, but it's becoming a detriment to your own spiritual path. It's becoming a detriment to your own success because, again, you're putting the cart before the horse. Sometimes we need space to let certain lessons integrate. Sometimes we need space to let certain feelings and emotions integrate. And there's nothing wrong with that, my love. I'm here to tell you that there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You don't need to go by the tune of anybody else's drum. This is your incarnation. This is your life here on earth. This is your magic, and you are the magician. So stop rushing. In the event that you continue this space of rushing during Scorpio season, Scorpio is going to slow you down. The 4 of Wands comes in upside down. Your success that you think that you're manifesting so quickly, that everything's happening so fast and all of that, it's going to want to rewind. Here's the thing. This is making me think about Saturn right now. Here's the thing. When we don't take the time that we need, again, to let certain lessons integrate, to let certain up levels integrate, to let certain ascension codes integrate, and we move too quickly, guess what's going to happen? We're going to be rewound. We're going to be reverted back. Those same things are going to come up. If you're trying to get rid of toxic friendships and toxic relationships, but you're doing it way, way, way too quickly, right? When you're not even ready to let go of certain experiences and all of that, guess what happens? More toxic people are going to be coming into your interface, into your space, because you aren't ready. And somewhere deep down on a very subconscious level, you're calling this energy back in because you're not done. It's like trying to stick to a diet, right? It's like, I'm going to start this vegan diet. I'm going to go all vegan when you are accustomed to eating meat for 20 plus years. What happens after a week or 2 weeks? You go back. And then you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. And then what happens again after a week, 2 weeks, or a month? What if we took the slow approach? What if you decided to give up pork? And then a month later, you decided to give up cow? What happens then? We must take the same approach to our spiritual practice. Scorpio energy in general is very much about the slow burn. Scorpio is on an ascension path to power. Okay, Scorpio is on an ascension path to power, to greatness. And Scorpio understands with the fixed energy that it is, that it takes time to build what it is that Scorpio is trying to build. And Scorpio energy will take that time to do so. You are moving too quick. And you can take a moment to meditate, to breathe deep inside of your own soul and ask yourself, why and where? Where am I moving too quick and why am I moving so quick? Who am I in a rush to keep up with? The last card that comes in for you, babe, is the Seven of Swords, our deception card. It is a lie that you have to move at the pace of anybody else. It's deceptive. You only have to move to the beat of your own drum. You're in competition with yourself. And sometimes what Spirit's really, really, really wanting to get to you, what Spirit really wants you to know is that sometimes even your own drum is beating too quickly because you are in comparison, is a word that's coming through, with other people. Is it a family member? Is it a family member? Is it Instagram? You are in comparison with other people. You're stuck in this comparison loop right now. And it is really becoming very, very, very detrimental. Our Seven of Swords is about deceit, deception, lies, not telling the truth, thievery through the night, right? Moving about through the night where you can't be seen. You are in your own way, my love, and it really is causing harm. It's causing harm to your success. It's causing harm to your greatness. You're unable to get to the next level because you keep pushing. It's friction. You're pushing against something that isn't ready to be pushed against. You're being called higher. And sometimes being called higher does not mean being called to move faster. Being called higher exactly means being called higher. It's a slow burn, babe. It's a slow burn. Going back to our Queen of Cups. Our Queen of Cups, she doesn't have a worry or fear or anything. She is literally just being her intuitive self. Follow your intuition. So many of us mistake ego for intuition. So many of us mistake our ego trying to drive the ship, drive the boat, drive the car for my intuition is telling me I need to do this and I need to do this now. But is it your ego? Because your ego is trying to up level way too quickly. Some lessons, some decisions, some choices are in our lives for a season. Some are in our lives for a long-term thing. Sometimes we need more. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Going back to our Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Cups coming in upside down, I really am asking you, my friend, during Scorpio season, meditate on where we're moving too quickly. Where are we trying to rush? Where are we trying to rush the manifestation? I want you to tap into Pentacle energy. Pentacle energy is very, very, very aware that even if the manifestation takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, when the manifestation comes, this is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is going to be absolutely everything that I've wanted and more. And I will take my time and I will sit in the pocket of this manifestation until it's time to come into fruition. And I know that I'm divinely guided and spirit led. I know that. So whenever it's ready, I will be here to receive. But I must not force things that are not ready to come through. Spirit will show you signs. Spirit will show you signs. Things won't be working out the way they were supposed to. Things will be delayed. The money won't be in the account. Spirit will show you signs that it's not ready yet. The oracle card that you get is the full moon, babe. And what's interesting, our solar eclipse coming up, whenever you're listening to this, is coming up next week on the 25th of October. And a solar eclipse is when we're working with new moon energy. But my loves, I'm telling you here, this full moon card coming in for you, if you chose pile 1, this card, during full moons, we release, we let go. Spirit is calling you to release that which you are rushing. What is your mind on? What are you overly focused on? Release that which you are rushing. Give it to the universe. Give it to God. Give it to higher self. Give it to source. Give it to them, to it, to us, to this other version of self, and allow the universe to do the work that it needs to do instead of trying to control the universe into the way that you believe, that you think it's supposed to work. Because the way that you are moving, the way that you are working, it's not working. It's not moving. And you know this. So during Scorpio season, I want you to take your time and breathe into what's next for you. Deep breath, slow, intentional. We must move with intention, not with spastic energy. And that's the difference. That's the difference. I hope that helped, babe. Hello, my loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are here, this is because you chose pile 2 for your spirit message for Scorpio season. So let's dig in and let's see what we got for you today, okay? Okay, my love, if you chose pile 2, we're going to start with the tower. So I know everybody, as soon as they get the tower, they're like, holy shit, the tower's coming. But babe, I invite you to re-examine this card. I invite you to look at this card from a different lens. The tower is about change. It is about deep change. It's about burning it to the motherfucking ground, says the Tower card, so you can make space to start again. Your overall theme for pile 2 is to break up blocks, my love. Blocks. Why do I say that? All your cards are coming in upside down. Nothing is wrong with that. The tarot doesn't read in good or bad. I want you to know that. The tarot does not read in good or bad, but your spread right now, babe, is about breaking up blockages during Scorpio season. Scorpio season is the sign of the shadow worker. It's the sign of shadow work, and you're talking to a shadow worker. So it is okay to sit with all this upside down energy and break through it. That's why we're starting with the Tower. Our Justice card comes in after that. Oh, what's coming through is, how are you not being fair to yourself? And you are not alone. So many of us are not giving ourselves justice. So many of us are not giving ourselves credit where credit is due. So many of us are so fucking hard on ourselves. So many of us have really horrible negative self-talk. Our Justice card comes in with a blanket question. How are you being fair to yourself? How are you not being fair to yourself? It is becoming detrimental to your own spiritual growth. Your negative self-talk and your doubt. Worry, fear, and doubt are ruling the narrative right now, my love. Not to read you to filth, but to kind of read you to filth. Where do we have the most worry? Where do we have the most fear? And where do we have the most doubt? And how can we do it better? How can we do it better? How can we be better versions of ourselves? How can we show ourselves more love? How can we break through some of these shadows that we have that are clearly showing up and become better versions of ourselves. Not the best, because we're always here to grow. We're always here to be better, but better versions of ourselves. And it starts with giving yourself grace. It starts with being fair to yourself. It starts with being able to count on yourself. It starts with being able to lean on yourself and not on anybody else. The word codependency is coming through. Are you a codependent person? And if so, why? That means that there's some trust blockages that you have within yourself because you can't lean on yourself for what it is you're looking to lean on someone else for. I hope that makes sense. The next card coming in is our Page of Pentacles upside down. Take your time, honey. That was a theme that was also in pile 1 as well. There's this energy around us wanting it and wanting it now, okay? So our pages in tarot, they're the most young, they're the most youthful. I love to say they have the most to gain and the least to lose. They are young, they don't know what they're doing. And so Spirit is calling you in to ask you to take your time on this journey of self-love, which is what's coming through, on this journey of self-appreciation, on this journey of kindness to self, on this journey of recognizing yourself as source God energy, to take your time and do little things here and there to remember your godliness, to remember your own beauty, to remember that what you have to offer in the world is potent and powerful and magical. And stop looking to maybe other folks, other people, other energies to give you what you can give yourself, is what I'm going to say here. Our Six of Cups comes in upside down. Stop looking at the past. Stop comparing yourself to old versions of self. I invite you to learn to understand that the older version of you that was 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, you learned from that person. You learned from her, him, them. You learned from that person and you are grateful for that energy that that person gave you. But now we're on to something bigger, better, brighter. What's specifically coming through is you don't have to be one way because that's your narrative. For example, let me give you an example. You don't want to drink as much, right? Let's say you like to party, you like to drink, you like to hang out, you like to have nightcaps at night or whatnot. You drink a glass of wine at the end of the night every night, and you're ready to kind of phase out of that. Like, it's cute, it's fun, whatever. I'm ready for the next activity. Is there something inside of you that says, well, I am ready for the next activity, but like I drink a wine every night before bed, so I'm just going to drink a wine because that's what I do every night before bed. So like, why would I change it? Even if this is subconscious or conscious. Do you all get what I'm saying? This older version of you served, but where you're going, it might be all set, and that is okay. It's okay to break into different versions of ourselves, different versions of love for ourselves. You can do that. You don't have to be this version of self that was once before. Scorpionic energy is very much about transformation and transmutation, baby. It's about breaking it the fuck down and breathing through what's next. That's the energy of the Scorpion. And so I call you higher to look at what transformation looks like for you inside of this incarnation, and not defining yourself by older versions of self, but redefining yourself into where you're going. Our Nine of Pentacles comes in upside down. What does growth look like for you? What does true, real growth look like for you? I want you to use Scorpio season and tackle every area of your life: career, love, money and banking, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health and wellness. If you have kids, parenting style. If you have fur babies, parenting style. Your home. Do you love coming home? Does it feel like sanctuary to you? Your oracle card that you got, babe, is lucky, which I love that for us. I love that for you too. The oracle card that you got is lucky. That means, babe, you put whatever you want to put energy into, you're going to see the repercussions. You're going to see all the work that you're doing pay off. But if you are not doing work, if you are staying back into this older version of yourself, this outdated version of soul, what work are we actually going to be seeing? This reminds me of Jupiter. And Jupiter has been amazing this whole year so far. And Jupiter is a planet. I would urge you, pile 2, I would urge you to look to where your Jupiter sign is, to look to where it is, and comment below in the comments if you need help interpreting it. But I would urge you to look at your Jupiter and find out where you can be more expansive and where you can really create more luck and abundance and growth, and where you can really let go of this older version of self that no longer serves anymore. That's really going to help you during Scorpio season, and stick to it. Stick to it during Scorpio season, right? Stick to these changes that you desire and deserve to make, right? Why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I want you to remember, my love, as well, where are you not being fair? I want to just go back to justice one more time. Where are you not being fair to yourself? Where are you not being kind to yourself? Where are you being too hard on yourself? Justice card is observant, not emotional. They take a step back and they look at all sides, all options before they make a decision. So before you make a decision based on yourself, based on your goals, based on your spirit, all of that, that is led with emotion, I ask you to take a bit more of a crass point of view of your life and do it based on logic. It's almost kind of like giving advice to yourself that you would give a friend. Because we all give our friends the best advice, but we often don't take our own advice. And this is what your spread is about. If you are looking to create growth, we always want to see this card right side up. If you are looking to create growth, what advice would you give somebody else that you really need to give yourself? That's what I'm going to say. And I really, really, really hope that landed for you, my love. You guys are absolutely amazing, okay? Just remember, find your Jupiter placement. That's going to help you focus on the area that really, really, really needs attention. And comment down below if you need help interpreting it, okay? Hello, my loves. If you are here, it's because you chose pile 3 for your channeled guidance and messages for Scorpio season. So let's see what we get for you all today. Okay, my loves. So the first thing I want to tell you is don't be scared to make a move. Boom. That's what I'm going to say. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, so you can see some of the cards. Literally, do not be scared to make a move. The Fool comes in upside down next to the Page of Cups, right side up. And like I love to say, if you've been following my work for a while, pages, they have the most to gain, but the least to lose. They are ready. They are eager to just fall into whatever's next. When we're working with Page of Cups energy, what you love, who you love, how you love. Don't be afraid to make a move towards love. I love that. Scorpio, I think, is the most misunderstood sign because people think that Scorpio is deceitful or Scorpio doesn't trust, when in fact Scorpionic energy they have some of the most biggest hearts that you can imagine. They love to love. They love so eagerly and so honestly and so trustfully, right? Especially when they feel safe to do so. Sometimes making moves around love don't always feel safe, and that might be why we don't want to take the plunge, right? I want to move into the Three of Wands upside down. This card is calling me to talk about for a split second here. Our Three of Wands is like potential in action. This is the option to do something, and now we're actually doing it. We're inside of the manifestation with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is coming in upside down for you, babe. This is essentially saying, like, you're not doing the thing. You want to move towards something having to do with love. And just to be clear here, this could be romantic love. This could be self-love. This could be a hobby. This could be moving into your business if you're an aspiring entrepreneur. This could be anything. It's not just romantic love. Either way, you're not doing the thing. You're afraid to do the thing. You're playing a scared game. You're afraid to take the first steps, right? You're afraid to see your greatness, which is really coming through today, okay? Our King of Cups comes in upside down as well. Now, this I find to be very, very interesting. Often when we're dealing with the King of Cups upside down, we're dealing with dependency issues, right? You can't drink it away. You can't shop it away. You can't eat it away. You can't smoke it away, right? Sometimes we fall deep into our vices because our greatness scares us. Because when we begin to commit to something, to someone, to whatever it is that we love greater than ourselves, when we begin to commit to that, it sets a standard that we have to stick to, and then we become afraid. What happens if I lose it? What happens if I can't maintain this frequency? What happens if I revert back? So I just don't do it, and then I fall back into my vices. Are you doing that? We all have vices, right? I'm 420 friendly. I'm here for it. But I know if I have certain vices that are not aiding into my path, my soul path, at the level that I'm doing them in, then I might need to cut back. And the reason why I'm saying that, babe, is because our King of Cups is dependable, loyal, emotional creature. But coming in upside down, they're leaning too heavily into their vices. Going back to the Fool, we started you off with the Fool card, babe. We started you off with this card, the Fool card coming in upside down. It's that false start. It's like when you're getting ready to cliff dive or something like that, and you're like, I'm going, I'm not, I'm going, I'm not, I'm going, I'm not. That's the energy that's coming through for Scorpio season for you. This stop and start needs to be checked. For lack of a better word, we need to check ourselves just a little bit and really embody this Page of Cups energy. Can I go back to basics? Can you go back to basics? What do you love about this thing, about this person, about this idea, about this goal? What do you love about it? And how can you get back to the root, the basics of it? And maybe, just maybe, how can we lean less on our vices? Is it too much TV? Is it too much music? What's distracting you? What is distracting you from the goal at hand? Your very last card is the Star upside down. We're scared, babe. You're scared of your potential. That's the best way that I can see it. Something about reaching for the stars scares you. It almost feels like they're out of reach. Or what's really coming through, my love, is that you feel like you're not worthy on some level to attain the stars. You feel like you're not worthy on some level to obtain this greatness that you're striving for. And it's coming through in your spread today for Scorpio season. Scorpio loves power and embodies power and wants to continue to move towards power and greatness. This Scorpio season, I urge you to really embody that. Instead of embodying this person that's playing a scared game and that is accustomed to doing what it is that they're doing, whatever it is, on a daily basis, why don't we get accustomed to a new narrative? Why don't we get accustomed to a new goal, to a new version of self? And instead of playing the game that we're used to, that we're accustomed to playing. Your Oracle card, my love, is veiled. What are you hiding? How are you hiding? What are you hiding from yourself? How are you hiding from yourself? I feel like, my love, I feel like you're hiding from yourself through this King of Cups upside down. I hate to bring him up again, but he's very important right now in this spread that I have for you. The King of Cups upside down is dependent. Instead of being that version of self that is dependable, King of Cups right side up, when the King of Cups upside down comes through, we are dependent. I urge you to take a step back and look at what you are dependent on that is creating chaos for you and that is creating an energy around you being unable to reach for the stars. And I know it might sound cliche, oh, reaching for the stars, but there's a reason why it's cliche, right? The stars feel like they're unattainable. So I want to validate your feelings right now, and I want you to understand and know and feel that you are not alone, okay? Sometimes the stars do feel unattainable, but it wouldn't be yours. It wouldn't be yours if you weren't feeling it. That is to say, if you weren't feeling this goal, this energy, this relationship, this love, it would not be yours. You wouldn't be thinking about it. You wouldn't have energy on it. So I'm going to ask you to stop numbing yourself so that you can stay in a place of comfortability. Stop numbing yourself so that you can stay in a place of comfortability. Stop numbing yourself so that you can stay in a place of comfortability. And allow yourself to be the Fool right side up. Allow yourself to just fall into what is next. Allow yourself to fall into the Page of Cups. Allow yourself to turn the Three of Wands right side up. What do you want? What do you desire and deserve? What are you looking to create? What are you looking to manifest? Use Scorpio season to start setting the groundwork to manifest that thing, to manifest that version, to manifest this version of self, to manifest what it is, who it is, how it is you love. This is so important for you as a creator. You are the magician. You always have been. You always, always, always have been. Somewhere along the road, you have forgotten your own capability. And it may be because you're doing a bit too much of numbing, right? I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy coming in right now. A lot of Piscean energy, because our Pisces babes, they love to do that, love to numb themselves from that which they are, because the world can be so chaotic. And it can. The world can be super de-duper chaotic, babe. But I'm calling you higher. I'm calling you to not really focus on that. We must remember 3 is a number of manifestation. When we are working with 3 energy and numerology, we are working inside of the manifestation. What can we do during Scorpio season to move into the manifestation? It doesn't have to be this huge big thing. If you're looking to call in love, it could be creating an online dating profile. And like not even a photo, but just looking at who's on there. If you're looking to call in more money, it could be saving $1 a day, a penny a day. Let's not make these things huge and big and abstract and almost unattainable, says the star upside down, but let's bring them down to earth a little bit. Let's bring them down inside of Earth School, right? Let's look at it differently. What if you saved a fucking penny a day? And then when you got a hold of that, you moved it up to 2 pennies. And I know it sounds like chump change, but we must start somewhere. We must start somewhere, because you are in your own way, my love. You are in your own way. You're holding yourself back. You're hiding your greatness. You're hiding your shine. And I believe you're hiding your shine and your greatness from yourself. You're downplaying your magic. You're downplaying your beauty. You're downplaying your worthiness. And we're putting it into other things. We're putting it into our vices. The food you eat, the company you keep, the shows that you watch. You're putting it everywhere else, and it's creating dissonance from your mission, from your soul mission, from who you're here to be, who you're here to wake up, who you're here to enliven, how you're here to move. And Spirit is calling you higher and saying, hey, this is no longer working for us. So let's create a new definition around who we are. And let's not define ourselves by our vices and or our lower vibration of self. Let's bring it higher, because this is what we desire and deserve. I hope that helps.